Welcome back, you guys. Tonight we're going to be working on an M&P 9mm 2.0, and this is going to be a pretty advanced build. I've done several of these. We have some really cool patterns that we've turned out before, but this one happens to be something specific that's going to fit a business need. So going to be a very cool build. Let me just quickly take you through the process. You can better understand it as it unfolds. So first and foremost, we're going to strip all the parts off. Okay, so I'm going to strip all these parts off. I'm going to bag them. If you guys can take those parts off, that's great. If you can't, send them over. I've got the sight pushers and the correct tools to pull the sights off and pull the internal parts out. What we're going to do after that is we're going to get it over to the Tormach. Once we get it over to the Tormach, we are going to shave the sides. Okay, so first and foremost, we're going to come down through here, right down through this edge here, just like we've done on some of the other ones. We're going to go ahead and get rid of the existing writing that's on both sides. We're going to kind of just clean it up a little bit, just a little bit more fancy instead of the factory image that you get there. Now, at that point, we're kind of done with the Tormach CNC work. We're not going to be doing anything else to the slide itself on the Tormach. Everything else is going to be laser work. And one of the reasons I have this back here is because this is the business that we're doing this for. So this is Raleigh Tactical Martial Arts. I have some other literature for these guys. They're local to me, so I'm in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. These guys are in the Raleigh area, so they're probably about 100 miles, roughly, give or take. Puts you about an hour and a half away. So they're not really all that far from where we are. You know, we're really not all that far apart from each other. And what we're gonna be doing is, if you see, we've got a couple different logos here. We've got the stick fighters. So on the side of the slide, on each side, we're going to be doing the stick fighters, and then around, I guess I should say the background of the stick fighter is going to be our chain link pattern. So we're going to run a pattern. It's not going to be the full length of the side. It's probably going to be somewhere up in this area. And so what we're going to do is we'll do an intricate design that'll be to shave it down. The stick fighters will poke up through the top first, and then we'll come back down even farther, and we'll have the chain link design recessed down just a little bit farther in there. So not only is that going to give us some grip on the front for cocking serrations, it's also going to be very specific to the business needs. Now we're also going to be doing the same thing over here. So we're going to match the same thing on this side. So that's going to give us some extra detail here on the front. Now on the top, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking the other logo here, which is the hand with the knife, okay? And we're going to be doing the very same thing on the top, but we're going to switch them. So what that means is on the top rear, you're going to see one of these logos up here, okay? And we're going to end up doing the chain link behind it. And then on the front, we're going to do the logo as well, but more than likely I'll switch them. So instead of having them in the same order, one will face one way and one will face the other way. So that's kind of the idea there. So basically we'll put that on there. We'll have some chain link pattern underneath it. It'll be very aggressive on the top. And then of course it'll be the same, very aggressive on the bottom, or on the back top, I should say. Now, of course, they're not going to be 100% the same size, because you can see there's less distance here than up here. So what that means is we're actually going to take the logo itself, okay? And the logo itself will remain the same size between the two, but we're probably going to see some extra chain link here up on the front section extended a little bit closer to the edges. So the logos will remain the same, but the background chain link pattern underneath them will be extended to so it's appropriate for the size. So guys, I think that kind of educates you a little bit better on exactly what we're doing. So let's get these things, these parts stripped down out of here. Let's get it over to the Tormach. Let's go ahead and get those sides shaved. Then we'll go ahead and bring it back before we start that laser work. All right, guys, well, that is the conclusion of the Tormach work. We just don't have any more CNC work that we're going to be doing on it. Everything else is going to be done on the laser. So what we're going to first start with is up in this general area, we're going to go ahead and do our stick fighters with the chain link background on here. Of course, we're going to match it up on this side. We're then going to go through the process of doing the top section. After that, we will end up doing a sandblast job and a little bit of coloring, and then we're going to bring it back. So what we're going to do now is let's get you guys over to the laser. Let's go ahead and finish up the front section here, and then we're going to move on to the top section. All right, guys, let's take a look and see exactly what we came up with as our final product. Now, this was a very detailed laser engraved slide. Now, most of what we were going to do here, as you guys noted from the beginning of this video, was laser engraving work. So we ended up doing a lot of laser engraving work. We ended up turning out the burnt bronze on black. Now, this is my frame and my barrel. I'm assuming they probably have the same colored lower and barrel, but this will just give you a little bit better visual of exactly, that final product, or exactly what we turned out overall. So real detailed work on the top, some nice detail work on the side, and of course we went with the burnt bronze overall, which I'm pretty pleased with. I'm real happy with the way that turned out. Guys, I went ahead and took this outside and got you guys a bunch of pictures. Let's take a look at those pictures, and I want to talk to you a little bit more about this company. This company is local to me in North Carolina, so I just want to kind of spread some good word about them and just kind of let you know a little bit more about what they offer. All right, guys, while you're checking these pictures out, let me just tell you a little bit more about this company. So I'm located in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. They found me, reached out to me. They just wanted to see if it was something that I could do for them, put those logos on their firearm. We kind of went back and forth a little bit. And this company is located in Raleigh, North Carolina. Okay, so what that means is they're about 90 miles east of where I'm located in the state. I'm a little bit more west, they're a little bit more east. Guys, they offer a lot of cool things. They sent me out some cool things. I wanted to show it to you real quick. So they sent me out some patches and some things like that, a sticker and some patch and things. And this one's really cool. This one's actually like in bold and it's kind of like squishy. So this is a really cool one. And of course we have a sticker. Now, the other cool thing about this company is that they've been around for a long time. Okay, and they cater to a lot of people's needs now. There's a lot of people that go through classes with them now. If you're local to the Raleigh area, this is probably the individual that you want to reach out to. This is Ken Pratt. So Mr. Pratt is the one that actually ended up sending me his slide to have the work done. So more than likely, if you're watching this video, you happen to be in Raleigh and you want to reach out to them and see what they can do for you, this is probably the person that you're going to want to talk to, because they're going to know just a little bit more about exactly what you're talking about. You know, how did you find me? So this is kind of going to be that guy that's going to know what's going on. Now they also sent me some documentation. Now don't pause the video. Don't worry about that. At the end of the video, I'm going to go ahead and post a couple of pictures for 15-20 seconds. There's 2 pages here, and you'll be able to go through this. It's going to give you some information about location and pricing and contact information and exactly what they offer and kind of what they're about. So we'll just kind of skim through here real quick. Feel free to pause it if you want, but at the end there will be a full-size picture that you'll actually be able to go through and actually you know, read through this. So guys, really super happy to be able to work with some of the local people, okay? The local people are kind of where it's at for me because they come by, we work on stuff, they get to see what's going on, they do a local pickup, we get to talk. You know, not only that, but a lot of the time some of these local people offer something to the community. So, you know, they're offering a service or they're offering some kind of a class or something along that line. I have a lot of people that watch my stuff, so at the end of the day, you know, it's kind of nice for me to be able to give back a little bit and, you know, let other people know that there's other good businesses out there and there's stuff that can meet your needs and things like that. So really, really cool.